Lucas is a mature 30-years-old man, but it can be a challenge for him to resist the seductive temptation from his sister-in-law. But he did as he attempted to push the girl's body away and wipe his hand. However, his mind still wanted to give his sister-in-law another chance for redemption. He tossed a hotel room card to her before leaving. Looking at the man walking away, Teresa snickered and mumbled, "No man can resist my seduction, even the husband of my sister." Back to Ella, she still thinks of what Lucas told her. Even she has all the evidence provided from Bella, but what should she do if Bella don't keep her words? Should she listen to his advice? She is considering quite a while. Teresa, in the other hand, is very delighted. She confidently believes she had successfully manipulated Lucas. Her conspiracy to sabotage marriage of Lucas and her sister will succeed if he show up at the date today. Everything will turn out as she expected. On the date, she show up in sexy and attractive dress. Lucas is there waiting for her. Teresa is intentionally taking off her fur jacket. This out in more pressure to the man. She said, "My dear, I am sorry I am late." Lucas had no intention to reject her sister-in-law's seductions as he said, "It is fine. Being late is a privilege of beautiful lady." Behind the curtain, Ella just want to be blind instantly so she won't witness what just happened. Her husband, Lucas, took her here earlier on purpose to see the show. Seeing the two body attached together, Ella hold her fist tightly as she just want to jump out and teach both of them a lesson. In just a minute, a stream of red wine is splashed to the face of her cousin. This came from Lucas as he did it. Not only that, he also criticized and scolded his sister-in-law for her indecent conspiracy. Teresa is caught by surprises, Ella even more shocked because Lucas is doing. At the moment, a loud man's voice coming across the room. "Teresa, you despicable low-life woman." This voice come from Henry, naive ex-boyfriend of Ella and also the current boyfriend of Teresa. The man is offended as he furiously slap his girlfriend, Teresa, in the face. Up to this moment, Ella realized it was her husband's acting to expose the true face of her slutty cousin sister. Her husband's acting is so real as he can get a prize for best acting, but thinking of indecent scene, she just want to throw up. After the incident, Lucas and Ella hold hand together leaving the scene. Lucas told his wife that her father will be released from prison tomorrow since he had been temporarily in jail. Ella know it is her time to get back everything she had lost. Step-grandma telling her a shocking secret. She is speechless to find out she was found abandoned on the street. Her father was infertile at the time, so he adopted her. Her step-grandma is expelling her from the house as she is not illegal. According to Lucas' investigation, that the step-grandma's son, father of Teresa, is her own son with different man and not entitled to be the heir of Low family. In the other hand, father of Ella should be the legal heir of family. The lady sitting with her pal room face as her hidden secret for many years is exposed. The one should be expelled from the house is the step-grandma and her own son. Without giving the wicked step-grandma a chance to plead, Lucas called the security guard to escort the wicked lady off the house. The next day, Ella's father is released from the prison. Ella knows she can no longer hide her marriage with he anymore, so she decided to tell her dad. Their contracted marriage is a done deal. In the meantime, no way to get out now. Knowing this, her father feel helpless as he know his son-in-law is not a ordinary person. However, as a father, he want to lecture his son-in-law once. He asked his daughter to invite her husband out for dinner. This date is getting intense and awkward. Even the father and son-in-law manage to be calm and well-behaved. Tina can't help to feel something is odd. The atmosphere start to get more intense. She wants to say something so she can break the ice. But her husband suddenly changed the subject. He mentioned about his plan to have a baby. His father-in-law seemed to be interested as he said it is a good time to have baby. Hearing this, Ella feel blushed as she is shy. The dinner is finally ended later. Ella is resting in the car, but outside the car, the Cold War between father and son-in-law is still going. Her father seemed to have an overall perception of his son-in-law. Before he left, he told Lucas that he won't allow anyone to cause any harm to his daughter. He doesn't want her to suffer anymore. The old lady is not giving up yet as she is still scheming to get back someday. They schemes to have Teresa faking pregnant so they can set up Henry to be liable for the baby. If Teresa can get married to the wealthy family of Henry, they will live a high-class wealthy life again. They will have the wealth and power to revenge on Ella and her father. Next scene, Lucas is being unreasonable as he blames his wife for causing trouble at home and left her alone on the street in a snowy cold day. Back to earlier that day, Ella went out shopping with grandmother. A motorcycle rushed to them in high speed. Ella attempted to pull grandma aside. She fell on the ground and the motorcycle ran off. With her injured hand, she forgot her pain as she saw grandma lying on the street painfully. Lucas walked in the house. Grandma said she is fine as she doesn't want her in trouble. But his mother wasn't happy with Ella as she blamed everything on her for not taking good care of grandma. What a bad luck charm, as she said. His father tried to stop his mom. Unfortunately, Ella was nearby and heard everything. She feels sad. She thinks she may be a bad luck charm for the family. Grandma is staring angrily at his mother. She said if Ella didn't save her, she should be dead by now. Then she turned around telling her nephew, he to go comforting his wife. Lucas say yes, but when he is back the room, he starts to question his wife. Tell me what happened today. How did you take care of grandma? Ella is so sad and apologized for the incident. Lucas quietly approached his wife. He told her to be more careful next time if she takes grandma out shopping again. He said, unfortunately, no harm done to my grandma, if not I will. Ella shouted aloud to interrupt her husband. What will you do if it happened? Yes, I am a bad luck charm like your mom said. It your bad luck to choose me as your contracted wife. If everyone hate me so much, we should have divorce anytime soon to avoid bad luck to your family. After done talking, the tears continuously flows from her eyes. Hearing this, his face looks fierce as he squeezes her hands tightly. He said, are you backing out of your words since your father is saved now? I haven't never think of you as bad luck charm. You shouldn't have that thought in mind. She can't help staring at her husband as he whispers in her ears. You still owe me a baby according to our contract. Tina groaned in pain as her husband realized his wife's hand is scratched. He asked her if she all right but no response. He is losing his patience and said, you are mad at me as you behaving like a child. She shoved her husband's hand away and shouted, I hate you. Lucas gently put his hand embracing his wife's head and apologized for being tough to her. But she don't want to listen anymore as she pushed him away and left. At the moment, Lucas said in anger, stop being childish, and stop causing any more trouble. I will take you to hospital. His attitude even triggered the anger in Ella and she slammed the door in his face. She can't help but to cry behind the door. A moment pass but don't hear any sound. She can't help but to open the door but no sign of her husband. She would forgive him if he is still here. But no one is here. Maybe her husband don't really love her as she is not important to him at all. She bitterly shed in tear as she remembers someone told her that he only loved his ex-girlfriend. She said to herself, am I being naive to believe in his love? I am just his tool to have baby. She is walking in the cold snowy night. All of a sudden, she heard phone from her husband. Het husband show up with a bag of medication in his hands. He obviously left earlier to buy bandage and medication for his wife. He said, you shouldn't be out here alone as you are hurt. You should take good care of yourself. Tina replied, what I am in your heart. Her husband didn't say anything, he just spread out his hand and hugged her. They walk in the phone booth to avoid the snow.